my name is B. Farida binti Harun. My metric number is 145658. I'm from Construction Management. Today I want to share about building foundation topic. There are two types of foundation. First one is shallow foundation and second one is deep foundation. The most common type of deep foundation is a pile foundation. I choose pile foundation because they can be made a depth of 66 until 200 feet and can be made at large and heavy building. Piles can be constructed of steel, wood and concrete. Next, I will explain when pile foundation can be used. Pile foundation can be used when the soil condition not ideal to accommodate shallow foundation. Then deep foundation need to be considered. Pile foundation are used when there is a layer of weak soil at the surface and a building is large and heavy, such as a high-rise structure. Piles are commonly driven piles, prefabricated off-site and then driven into the ground, or both piles that are poured in situ. If the boring and pouring takes place simultaneously, the piles are called continuous flight aggregate CFA piles. There are two types of pile foundation, which is end-bearing pile and friction pile. In end-bearing piles, the bottom end of the pile rests on a layer of especially strong soil or rock. The load of the building is transferred through the pile into the strong layer. In a sense, this pile act like a column. Next is friction piles. The pile transfer the load of the building to soil across the full height of the pile by friction. In other words, the entire surface of the pile, which is cylinder in shape, work to transfer the force to the soil. In a friction piles, the amount of road pile can support is directly proportionate to its length. For precast driven piles, first cast at ground level and then hammered or driven into the ground by using a pile driver. This is machine that holds the pile perfectly vertical and then hammers it into the ground by blow by blow. Each blow is struck by lifting a heavy weight and dropping it on the top of the pile. The pile is temporarily covered with a steel cap to prevent it from disintegrating. There are three methods of pile foundation techniques, which is both pile, private pile, and screw piles. If the construction use both pile, also known as a drill shaft, is a type of reinforced concrete foundation that support structure with heavy vertical loads. Installing a both pile start with drilling a vertical hole into the soil by using a both piling machine. Pile can be drilled to a depth of up to 60 meter and a diameter of up to 2.4 meter. The drilling process may include driving temporarily a steel cylinder or sleeve into the soil. This remains the place in the upper portion of the hole until the pile is poured. Therefore, there are challenges to both pile construction. This is because the drilling method used depends on the soil type, and the contractor must complete a thorough soil investigation and report. The contractor piling must choose the best drilling method that will minimize the disturbance of the surrounding soil. Therefore, concreting underwater is difficult, and concrete cannot be inspected during or after the construction. Next, I will discuss about structural failure of buildings. The cause of building collapse can be classified by bad design, foundation failure, extraordinarily loud, unexpected failure mode, and faulty construction. Even an excellently designed and constructed structure will not stand on a bad foundation. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a famous example of bad foundation. When construction began on the Tower of Pisa 840 years ago, workers immediately ran into soil-related foundation issues. Work stopped finally and continue, but attempts to compensate for poor soil quality failed numerous times. In conclusion, the selection of the type of method of foundation is very important. This is because with bad foundation will cause the failure of a building. In fact, before starting the foundation process, it is also very important to ensure the type of land that is the basic for the development site, and to ensure that the building does not fail or collapse. That's all for me. Thank you for your time, and see you again in next project.